was asked by Leicester Comedy Festival if I'd be interested in doing some workshops to find out about men's experience of the health service and to try and encourage them to go to the doctors. The facts are, as we see them, men aren't going to the doctors. Men are dying younger and quicker than women are. Any disease you can think of that a man can get, he will get worse than a woman. I've got a theory that I'm going to tell you about, right? I believe the reason that men don't go to the doctors, the reason that men die younger and are unhealthier, is because men are stupid. Is there anyone who disagrees with that statement? Fellas are just too stupid to even realise when they're being abused, aren't they? They chose me because apparently I look like a regular kind of guy. But has anyone tried buying paracetamol in the supermarket? Try that. How did you get on? You can't do it, can you? You're allowed 2 boxes. Have you tried it? Do you know how many boxes you're allowed in on? 2 boxes? Why is that? Exactly, you're taking over. I tried to buy 3 boxes of paracetamols, right? And it kicked off in Safeways. Whoop, 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 whoop. Emergency to till 4. The aim of the project is to raise awareness of men's health and to hopefully encourage guys to go to the doctors and see it as something that's positive and something they need to do. Can we try and make a line there, fellas? Oh no, we've got to stand close to each other. We can't do that. Okay, I've asked these guys up on the stage. If you like, starting at the end, if you like to shout your name out.
Paul, Steve. I'm called Hugh. Paul. Ian.
Okay. How do you feel standing being looked at, fellas? Boys have made a living out of this, you know that, don't you? I kept these guys up here because they represent mankind, these 5. These 5 represent every man on this planet, and I'll tell you why. Because they'll also represent every illness we could possibly get. Because 1 in 5 men, because of lifestyle, because of habit, can develop heart disease in the course of their life. 1 in 5. One of these guys is representing that. I'd like you just to sit down for me, please, mate. So give him a big round of applause. Where this leaves us is with Steve, who represents every man in this room, every man in Leicester, every man on the planet. This is the guy who nothing's going to happen to, doesn't need to go to the doctors, there's no problem at all in the world. Can you give him a big round of applause as well? I use them to illustrate only to show you in real terms how it looks. And Steve probably represents most blokes in this room, right? How many of you have been to the doctors in the last 6 months? Oh, great, hypochondriac tonight out, isn't it, really? Try and balance it, there's a lot of women in there, and I'll try not to go too laddish, because I need the women to come on side, because if a woman can persuade a man to go to the doctors, then that's going to help him. I believe women are better than men at everything. All those who disagree?
Yeah. Yes.
Just the single blokes who live on their own. We know what the big killers are, but men won't listen. If I tell you heart disease is a big killer, how many of you are surprised to hear that? See, fellas going, what's the question? Because we don't listen like women do. Women hear every word in a sentence, every letter in every word. So he said to one group of lads, heart disease, big killer. What causes heart disease? Fellas, what causes heart disease? Come on, shout it out. Gymnasiums. He's going to be telling that to people tomorrow when they go, I've got pains in my chest. Oh, that'll be the gymnasium. So, we talked about the big killer diseases, things that kill men. Does anyone want to suggest, shout out something that kills men? Anyone?
Cancer.
Women. Any women in particular? All of them, they're all killers. Kill them all. We asked the guys, big killers of men, and a lot of guys said women. There's a lot of theories there. Because women live longer than men, don't they? Do you think this is because you look after yourself better?
Yeah.
Eat more healthily? Bear in mind you're sitting in a bar with a pint. If there's a lot of health professionals in, then I'll do a lot more about the health service and about kind of meat and bones of how it works. If there's a lot of kind of just lay people, lads, I'll talk more about the anecdotes that I found at the workshops. We went into various community settings and asked guys, why won't you go to the doctors? And I've got to tell you, Leicester is a fantastic city and you've got some real characters here, and the thing that unites them all is that they're all, if they're men, stupid. The aim of the show is to, in an informative and entertaining way, show guys that these are reasons why we don't go and how stupid they are. and to hopefully encourage them to take their health more seriously and to see that it's all right. About 51, I think, when he got a bad pain in his jaw and he went to the dentist eventually. The dentist sent him to the doctors. The doctor obviously sent him straight to hospital. They cut half his tongue out and some of his jaw within a week as he had oral cancer. And he went from being this big, huge Irishman who had provided us with entertainment and protection all these years to this guy in St Joseph's Hospice in Hackney lying shriveled in a bed at death's door. And I said to him, what happened? Where did it go wrong? He says, no word of a lie. He looked straight at me and said, I was all right till I went to the doctors. And I was able to deliver a message, make people feel relaxed, hopefully generate enough information to come up with a good show that people would enjoy and would want to tell their friends about. We make 80 to 100 million sperm a day. How typical of a man is that when we only need one? Don't we? We need one, we make 100 million. That's a typical bloke, that is. And there's a reason why we'll make 100 million sperm. Do you know what the reason is? Anyone? Do you know why? Because if we made one, we'd lose it. I want a baby, impregnate me. Wait there, I'll get my sperm. I would like to think that if we took more care of ourselves, improved our health, and lived longer, it would mean that in 100, 200 years' time from now, little girls won't say to their mums, Mum, what were men? I'd like to thank you all for listening to me. My name is John Ryan. Good night.